Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with General Ducky. Today I have for you myself playing in the Mutts. I'm in no platoon at this point, but this battle shows off some incredible teamwork from some unexpected teammates, I guess. The Mutts, I believe, is actually from Sweden, I want to say, but don't hold it to me, it might have been Switzerland. Either way, it falls in the German tech tree, and it came out the same time as the Patton KR did. But wow. RM44 just said, "Does this bush make my ass look fat?" I forgot about that part. The Mutts I personally like more than the Patton KR. But the Patton KR kind of, I don't know, I don't hate it. It's a decent tank, but the Mutts is more mobile and a better gun. Speaking of the gun, it is, if it'll let me show you, 90mm, 212 pen, and 240 average damage. I have a shell rammer and I have a 6.9 second reload. I took a pop shot there at the T-29, but it missed. I know he's looking at me, so I try and play smart and don't pull out and get shot by him. So I pull up to go after the LTTB, but he gets away and I go for the sleazy 8. That little, I don't even know what to call it, but there's a noise that you get when you shoot a tank. Sometimes it's kind of a sing. And that's telling you did a critical hit to him. So I'm assuming I probably killed his gunner or something, because I shot him in the turret. And now I'm going to pull in behind him. Now that I'm watching this now, I probably should have just stayed back there on the ridge and I might have lost less hit points. Take out the T-29 and get the sleazy 8 killed, and then I take a hit from the prototype, so I know I can't sit here and I gotta get out of here. Thankfully though, the T-34-85 missed his shell. And at this point, you'll see me sending out invites. That's because at the time there's a mission going on for invitation to platoons. You platoon with anyone and get 10,000 experience, and then you get a ticket. You get 5, 10, 15, 20, and 31 tickets. And you get rewards all the way along, and once you get 20 tickets, you get your choice of 3 tanks. I believe they're the Excelsior, the Matilda 4, and I think the T-14. Or you can get 5 garage slots. I load gold for the prototype just so I can pen him all the time. And I take a decent sized hit from the SU-152. Now, at this point, we're just under 4 minutes into the battle. Scores are 6-7, but we're down by 3,000 hit points, and they pretty much have the entire one line. Looking for shots in the Challenger, and the Scorpion pulls up. Watch this shell. How? Watch this shell. That's the kind of luck I get from time to time. So I load a high explosives. And of course, this time he doesn't pull up. When he does pull up, he's behind a frickin' ridge. 8-8 now, and we're only down by 1,000 hit. 8-9, my bad. We're only down by 1,000 hit points. Now that it's a bit more than that now. Yeah. It's me, a Panther 2, a Comet, 2 artilleries, versus 2 IS-3s, an OHO, an SU-152, a Scorpion, and a Tier 6 heavy tank, as well as the Tier 8 artillery. Now at this point I load APCR. That way I don't bounce any of my shells, because I really need to make all of them count at this point. Especially that one, like on the IS-3, because as you can see up here, he's a pretty good player. There's the OHO. I look for shots in the IS-3A, but I don't really have them. Thankfully the Comet finishes off the M. Now I aim in where the OHO was, and I kill him. Making sure the bush is not transparent, that way I can shoot through it without worrying about being spotted. And I do have 6th sense in this tank, so I haven't been spotted there. In fact, last time they saw me, I was down here. Now I know something's capping. And I don't know what that something is, but whatever it is, it got off cap, and I'm assuming that means it's going to kill our artillery. I take down the tree there. Not really a good choice, but I don't get smacked by artillery, so nothing to worry about. I realize there's a bit of a gap along the red line that I can't view, and I don't have the greatest. Can't see the greatest out there, so I have to relocate into a better position. Right now I'm just trying to keep our artillery alive. As long as they're alive, we have copious amounts of support. And then I spot this bush. This is a pretty nice bush. And look at that. Turns out it was the Scorpion. Now, I should have backed up like right there and shot at him, because I got spotted in that. Either way though, I take him out. I don't believe the artillery was spotted there. So we've turned a 5 versus 7 into a 5 versus 3, but they're still ahead by about 500 hit points. So I load up my gold shells once again. That Panther's taking on the IS-3A, and unfortunately the IS-3 has support from the SU-152, as you can see by how many shells the Panther took. But before he died, he at least got 1 shell into the IS-3A. Right now, that SU-152 is my main concern. And now I'm the only actual tank left. Yeah, artillery, it's debated on whether or not they're actually a tank or not, but either way, I'm the only thing left with eyes. And we're now down by 1100 hit points, and the scores are tied, but they have more eyes and a bigger artillery. So I take up this little ridge line here, which is surrounded by bushes, in the hopes that I'll be able to spot them. Hopefully they're guarding their cap. Pull forward, make the bush transparent, and I wait for my binocs. There they are. But I don't spot anything. There I'm asking the artillery to focus on the 152 because, I mean, he's significantly better player than either of the other 2 guys, so you have to worry about. I don't spot anything, and that means they're either going for my cap, or they're too far hidden for me to spot them from that position. and I could have gone down here, but right around in there I would have been spotted if they are camping up here. You can see by in the chat I'm getting support from our team. Now I'm going back up the 9 line, because this way, if there's anything over here, I'll be able to spot it. Or at least I'll have ridges and bushes to hide in. You can see I've got my APCR loaded once again because I need to make everything count. And there's the SU-152. I angle trying to get him to shoot my tracks, and thankfully, wherever he did shoot, which actually wasn't in my tracks, I don't even know if that's spaced armor there, didn't kill me. But now I've got him in a flank. Thankfully he didn't kill me though, he only hit me for 453 and I got 8 hit points left. I finish him off, thankfully, dodging artillery, but our GW Panther, who I believe was right there, yes, yeah, he was right there, got killed by the IS-3A. Now that means he's somewhere over here. And then the cap starts. Naturally I'm assuming it's the IS-3A, because, I mean, he just killed our artillery, and then there was a gap between getting on cap and artillery getting killed. So I go as far out as I possibly can, trying to avoid getting spotted. But there's the IS-3A behind me. What? Well, we've got a minute left on cap, so I might as well go after it. M44 takes a blind shot and shuts down the IS-3A. Unfortunately, their M4043 took a shot and splashed me. Unfortunately, I was on very, very low hit points, which means I died. So now it's just our M44 versus their M4043. And I thought we lost it at this point, and everyone else is probably thinking we lost it. Until that happens. Now, you'll notice the M4043 has not been spotted at all this match. I don't know where the M44 was aiming this match, but he's been taking blind shots at him, and he's been hitting him. Now I'm telling him to not sit still because I don't want him to get counter-artied by their artillery. And let's see if I can actually make it up here. And I apologize if there's nothing else to see up here. Oh, there's his artillery shell. Let's see if we can actually see where he's been hitting. Now I sent him a personal message afterwards. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Sent him a personal message afterwards, and he said that he assumed he would be behind cover. So I'm guessing that means he hit behind the building back there. But either way, you can see that little M44, Captain Furf 500, big shout out to you. Heck of a gameplay, man. You saved this team. Even with as bad of stats as our team technically had, we still were able to win that. That just goes to show you that it doesn't matter what your team statistics are. As long as you guys work together well, you can do pretty much anything and beat pretty much anyone. That match I received Ace Tanker, Spotter, Fighter, Fire for Effect, and a High Caliber. I received just over 108,000 silver and 4,687 experience. I was top for damage, kills, and experience on either team. And there's a little M44. Another big shout out to you, Captain Furf 500. Fired 23 shells, hit 6, penned 5, splashed 8. Did 2,534 damage. Not all of which was from over 300 meters, which means someone was probably trying to kill him and he shot him at short distance. He damaged 6 enemy players, destroyed 3, captured 100% of the enemy base, and reset 83% of ours, meaning he earned himself a defender and an invader in the same battle. I fired 19 shells, hit 15, penned 15, did 3,068 damage. Received 7 hits, 6 went through. Spotted 3 enemy tanks, damaged 7, killed 4. Spotted, or did 1,608 assisted damage. And after taxes, I pocketed just over 60,000 silver. Thank you all for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would share this video or my channel with your friends, hoping you enjoyed it, of course. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy battles.